Welcome back, everybody, to the Search Show 24/7. Before we talk about the second one, we got to talk about the first one. This is the 2010 comic book adaptation of Kick-Ass. So, let's get right into it.
Oh, yeah. Didn't see that, did you?
Kick-Ass.
Alright, Kick-Ass, a comic that was developed and created by Frank Miller. It's one of my, like a lot of people don't know this, but Kick-Ass is like one of my favorite comics ever to read. I love it. I like the tone of it. I like the realism of it. I like the hyper realism. I like just the characters. So when I heard about this movie, I was really super excited, and I was like one of the first people to go see it. And it was in 2010. It was probably my favorite movie. I can't really remember what else came out in 2010. I think probably Iron Man 2, and it blew Iron Man 2 out of the water. I thought this movie was fantastic. I thought it was probably one of the best comic book movies I've seen, other than like The Dark Knight at the time. I thought it was probably one of my favorite comic book movies that I've seen. It was just so good. It was so funny. It was rich. It was just new. You know what I mean? Just something brand new for like superhero movies, because we're at the point where all the superhero movies were getting really big and fantastical, and a lot of elements were coming into it and stuff like that. And this one is just very small. It didn't have a big budget. I think the budget on it was like 30 million, and it was simple. It told you what it was. It knew what it was. It didn't apologize for it, and that's what I liked about it. It didn't apologize for anything. I remember going to see the first Kick-Ass, and this guy came with like his little girl and his little son, and 5 minutes into the movie, he freaks out and he walks out. Like, dude, this movie is called Kick-Ass. Like this, and it's a rated R movie. Your kids are not. You can't take your kids to it. I wish my dad would have took me to it when I was a kid. That would have been awesome. But you got it. These people, when you go see it, you have to know what you're expecting when a movie's called Kick-Ass and it's rated R. So I thought that was always funny. The story revolves around, this kid, just a normal nerdy kid named Dave, loves comics and stuff. Just one day he asked everybody, like, yo, why do people want to be like Paris Hilton and Kim Kardashian, but nobody wants to be like a superhero? And he takes it upon himself to become a superhero. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. But like in my world, I don't want to be like a Kim Kardashian or a Justin Bieber. I always wanted to be a superhero, so I related to him like right away. You know what I mean? I always, when I was a kid, still now to this day, if there was a possibility for me to be a superhero, I would do it in a flash, like in a heartbeat, like no joke. So, I related to that, and that's what, really sucked me into the story. And he takes it upon himself to, get him a suit, to, train and stuff. But, he finds out really quick that this superhero stuff is pretty hard. Like, no pun intended, but, he gets his ass kicked. And, he finds out it's hard, and he finds out that he's not even doing it right. It's a little 8-year-old girl and her dad who are just ridiculously good at this job, at being a superhero, named Big Daddy and Hit Girl, which were the stars of the show. Like, you could have literally called the show either Hit Daddy, you could either call it Hit Daddy, or you could have either called it Hit Girl, and just saying featuring Kick-Ass. That's how good they were. And this was like one of the first movies that, Nick Cage, crazy Nick Cage with all his craziness, where you were like, oh, I accept his craziness in this movie. He is fit for this role. And that's what really made it just stand out, because you have Nick Cage, who's a big time actor, but everybody knows he's like batshit crazy, you know what I mean? But in this role, it felt like he was home. It felt like he was just playing Nick Cage in a costume. And I like that. I really did like that. Another just standout performance was Hit Girl. And I saw like another family, because I saw this movie like 8 times. And when I went to see it again, I saw another family take their kids out because she was saying the C word, the B word, just cussing and killing. And I loved it. I wish I had a daughter like that. Like, no joke. I wish I had a daughter like that, because she was a badass character, and she was so quick, she was funny, she was intense, she can handle a sword, a knife, our fighting moves were down, and it was just something new. You never saw that in a movie before, where you have a little girl kicks so much ass. And then, they team up to, to fight the mob, to, take crime out its crazy giant turkey way, just do all that, just fight crime and stuff. And they come across another guy, McLovin. And McLovin is awesome. It's so crazy because everybody you expect to be one note in this movie just brought their A game. Like, you thought, oh, Nick Cage is just going to be a weird Nick Cage. He brought his A game. When I first saw this movie, or when I first heard about this movie, I was like, oh, McLovin's just going to be McLovin, and I don't want to see McLovin. I like McLovin in Superbad. I don't want to see him in this movie. He's awesome in this movie. He brings his A game too. He brings a new, different flavor. And, he comes in and he tries to help Kick-Ass, but then he flips to the bad side to help his father. And just so much. Mark Strong as like the Italian mobster head honcho guy. He was amazing. Just everything about this movie was amazing. The action scenes, the dialogue, just the nerd type references that they put in and out of the movie are just so good. And I don't know, man, like, to me, it gets like a perfect score, a 10 out of 10, an A+, awesome-tacular, a 5 schmoes, whatever you want to do it. You know, it was awesome. I loved it. So please, guys, what did you think? Did you like the movie? Do you read the comics? Are you excited for Kick-Ass 2? What was your favorite part about Kick-Ass 1? Didn't like it or what? Did you have problems with the cussing and the swearing with like an 8-year-old girl? Please let me know. And as always, this is the Cirque Show 24/7. I did that all wrong. We're gonna do it again. And as always, this is the Cirque Show 24/7. Be easy.